what's the latest thing going on for you?
The latest thing going on for me is I've been touring like crazy. I just got home Monday morning from a long tour, and this is what I'm doing all the time, touring, and also I'm writing while I ride up and down the highway. I'm writing, trying to get together songs for my next CD.
So you've got some material ready?
Well, I got some lined up, and like I say, I'm working on songs that I'm writing. I every time I do a new CD, I always try to have at least 4 songs that I wrote myself originally. Yeah, so I've been busy.
When do songs come to you?
That's what I just got through telling you. I'm touring, and while I'm riding up and down the highway, from city to city, place to place, I'm concentrating on lyrics. And the lyrics is what we put together, making them rhyme, making sense, telling a story. This is what I have to do to get a song together. And it's not easy, but it's fun, but then it's work too, And sometimes I be really stressed out from concentrating so hard, trying to say, oh man, I need to write words now and come up with this or that. To put here or there, But I always manage to get it together. Like, this last CD called Force of Nature, you heard that?
I sure have.
On that CD, I wrote the song, I'm Your 63-Year-Old Mama. But then I got another one on there called Spellbound. Then I got the other one on there, Let's Put the Pot On. So, that's how I wrote those songs and other songs.
So how do you end up choosing your other material then?
The other material comes from other people that maybe wrote some songs. For instance, that tune on my CD called Don't Put Your Hands on Me.
I was going to ask you about that. Uh-huh.
Now, that particular song was wrote especially for me by a guy, his name is Rick Estrin, I think I'm right.
Sure, from Little Charlie.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote the song with me in mind, and he sent it to Alligator, telling me that he hoped that I'll listen to it and hope that I'll like it, because he thought I might would be interested in it or like it, put it on my next recording. And sure enough, that's what I did. I listened to it right away. I'm going like, don't put your hands on me. You and I may disagree, but don't put your hands on me. So to me, it was like a message, for, there are so many of these women, wives, mothers, and some of these men and children. And I'm thinking like, this would be a good song, a nice message, let's try to get together and be more kind to one another, generous, this type of thing. That was the whole idea of that song. Then when it got to going under bad sign, Hound Dog, I had then wanted to do a tribute to Big Mama Lonnie, one of my real favorite people, also Elvis Presley. So I said, well, this will be a good time to do that. So those two songs, that song from those two people was a tribute to both of them. That's how they came about. So sometimes I get the song that's already been recorded, but I always try to get something that has not been built to them, something people don't hear every day that's playing now, So anyway, this is how I do. I come up with different ideas, and you have to do that to come up with about 14 songs on one CD. That's a lot of songs. You better come up with some ideas, man. You never get one out. here's another song. I'm just using these for a parable. What was this? Bad Case of Loving You. Now, to me, I've always liked the song, number one, just the way it was. Number two, I'm thinking about my fans and listeners, people like blues, but they like, some of them want something that you can get up and dance blues to, okay? Mm-hmm. Here's somebody else like blues, but they prefer the old traditional Mississippi blues, so I try to, then here's somebody else like blues, but they like the kind of laid-back ballads. So now, I got three different angles to work from. When you say a song that people get up and dance from, then I'm thinking about A Bad Case of Loving You. That's why I picked that tune out, except I arranged it in Koko Taylor's way. So that means it was automatically different. It was automatically blues, the way I'm singing it, because it was a rock song. Then, here's another song for the people that like laid-back ballads. That was when I come up with the idea. Nothing takes the place of you. So, I said that to say this. This is how I come up with ideas when I'm listening.
So you're thinking of your stage show?
Mm-hmm. I'm thinking of stage, live. I'm thinking of people riding up and down the street on highways that like to listen to tapes when traveling. This type of thing. I'm thinking about people walking a record store and say, what do you have on Koko Taylor? And they want to get something nice that they can enjoy listening to and playing in their home, or in their car, whatever. This is what I'm always thinking about.
So what do you listen to when you're driving?
Blues. Some of everybody you can name. Now, I'm a music lover, and I love all music. That's how I end up listening to them rock tunes, because you think I don't have all of those rock groups and things, in my collection right now. I got all of that. I got country and western because I love Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton and all of them, So, but my favorite is blues. That's why I sing the blues. Mm-hmm. I could have been a jazz singer, rock, whatever, but this is what I chose because this is what I wanted.
Or gospel even. Isn't there some gospel in your background?
Mm-hmm. I grew up singing gospel. Going to this little Baptist church. My daddy, you better get ready to go to church on Sunday. Don't you gonna be in trouble. Oh, boy. But anyway, that's the whole idea.
Well, what's the connection between gospel and blues? Isn't it pretty strong?
Now, gospel, you get gospel feel. When I sing the blues, I get that same feel, that I would if I was singing gospel. Although it's not gospel, I know that. But you get that feel within that makes, I don't know, it just puts a feeling into your song, puts a feeling into what you're doing. And that's how I do when I'm singing, I just get that good feeling, and I can just go for it.
Is it that you kind of get lost in the music? What is that?
I don't be trying to do it, it just automatically happens. When you got that gospel feel in you, it just automatically happens like that. You don't have to try, because it's already there.
Is that the spiritual part of music? Blues is kind of like, what, everyday spirituals?
Yeah, and it's, and it's always there, blues is something that, you never really get rid of. It's always there when you stand in your eyes.
Now, people call you the queen of the blues. Now, does that mean you have to work harder?
No. They started calling me the queen of the blues because I did work hard. Do work hard. When I'm live on stage, I work as hard for 10 people as I would for 10,000. And I sweat just as hard. You know, it doesn't matter where it's at, how many people there, or whatever. If I'm in Carnegie Hall, I work hard. And if I'm in somebody's backyard, I still work hard. Just how, when I say backyard, I'm meaning like it could be a little tiny club that holds 100 people, you know, comparing to maybe 10,000 people or 70,000 people at a summer set somewhere, you know. It doesn't matter. I do the same hard work. And this is why people start calling me the Queen of the Blues, you know, because I am a hard worker and I put all that I have into what I'm doing. This is what makes it work. That's the only way it works for me.
Is that because you love music so much? Who are the other women in blues? Now, there's a woman who's come through our town before, Zora Young. Do you know her?
Yeah, Zora Young, I know her real well, and she's a great artist. And she's been doing it for years. So I know she's been doing it a good 20 years.
And are there other women in blues that you respect?
Yeah, big time Sarah. I don't know if you heard of her.
No.
She's local here in Chicago. And, you know, there's a few out here that's really doing it, you know. And then some younger blues singers like Lonnie Brooks, if you ever heard of him.
Sure have.
Lonnie Brooks has his son. Lonnie Brooks has really good plays guitar. You know, people like that, we need those guys because, you know, a lot of the older musicians passed on. The ones that ain't passed on, they on their way, like me. So, you know, we need some young ones to come on and take our place and bring them alive.
Has it been hard for you as a woman to be involved with blues?
It has not been no harder. It's been hard, yeah. No bed of roses. But sometimes I talk to young people that's interested in things. But you don't have to be blues, whatever you're interested in doing. If it's shooting marbles, you know, I always tell them, look, whatever you want to do, you got to stick with it. You have to believe in yourself. And tell yourself, if Koko can do it, I can do it. Whitney Houston can do it, I can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Just as good as you think you are. And to do this and accomplish, you got to think of it as a marriage. You got to stick with it for better or for worse. Because it's not going to be a bed of roses. Ain't nobody gonna lay no red carpet out for you. Ain't nobody never put land down for me. And I walk just as good, you know. And everything worked out. I mean, you know, like I said, it didn't come overnight. It didn't come to nothing easy. I paid my dues. I worked hard, and I'm still paying my dues. I'm still working hard, and I'm still not rich. But it's what I want to do. You gotta want to, you know, to accomplish anything, you got to want to do it. So that's the way it was.
Now, I talked with a guy named A.C. Reed, and he was really bitter. Is there any point to that?
Well, the point is, some people, they feel that they've been neglected, feel like they are not getting what they deserve to get. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, like, I can't speak for AC, but here's how I feel, because this is what I know. Blues has never gotten the recognition that, you know, it deserves. But however, it's much better today for me than it was 15 years ago, you know, because right now I'm traveling all over the world, U.S., Canada, Europe, I'm all over Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Germany, everywhere I'm touring. And everywhere I go, people get really into the blues. And I have fans all over, you know. And, like the bottom line is, no, it's not easy. It's the same thing I just said. It's not easy, but you can't look at it as being bitter. You got to look at it as getting better. That's how I look at it. And, a lot of people ask me, well, are you singing from self-experience? Did this happen to you? This and that? No, I'm not singing from self-experience. I'm singing from what I love to do, and that's making people happy with my music all over the world. Because I'm happy. I'm happy because I enjoy making people get up and dance, scream, applaud. It excites me. I feel good when I go somewhere and see my name up on a neon sign. Koko Taylor will be here tonight. And I'm thinking about, yes, we're going to get your rain thing. So everybody feels different.
So you're talking about giving people a really good release then?
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of people that don't really know and understand about blues. They don't like blues simply because they heard that, they feel like blues is old, slow, drawn out, depressing music to make you look down, feel sad. I'm sure you've heard people say all this kind of stuff. But my blues is not designed to make people feel sad, bad, depressed. My blues is designed to make people feel good about themselves, feel good about the music. It's designed to make people get up, pep up, jump up, dance, and have a good time. That's how my music is designed. And any song that I record, I try hard. That's why I'm so careful about the songs that I record, because I want my songs to mean something to somebody. I want somebody to listen to one of my songs and say, oh man, after listening to Koko, I really feel so different, so much better about the blues or whatever. I'll be listening to blues from now on. Okay.
So that's why blues is growing, huh?
Exactly. If everybody felt like AC Reed, it would soon end. Well, I don't intend for mine to end that way. I want people to remember, when I'm dead and gone, I want people to remember my music as being happy music, good music, reviving music, music that you can relate to. And, hey, that's the whole idea.